Hello students. In the last lecture we have seen that what is a feedback amplifier. We have seen that the it is an electronic circuit that uses feedback. That is, if we take an amplifier which may be called a basic or internal amplifier, if that uses the feedback, and we have also discussed what is the concept of feedback, that type of amplifier is called feedback amplifier. It is sometimes also called closed loop amplifier because the feedback forms a closed loop between the input and the output. And you have seen in the last lecture how the input and outputs can be connected in both ways in two paths which are reversible, and thereby the closed loop is formed. And a feedback amplifier, essentially, it consists of two parts, one with the basic amplifier and or the internal amplifier and a feedback circuit, and these two paths will constitute the closed loop. The feedback circuit can take any form depending on the intended application of the amplifier, and it means that the feedback circuit may be made up of either passive components or active components. I have already discussed with you about this, or combinations of both. Now, in this lecture, we will be discussing about feedback topology, and in that, going into that, a closed loop amplifier can be represented now by us using two blocks, basically, one for the basic or internal amplifier and another for a feedback circuit. This much till we have discussed about all these things in the last lecture. Now, these two blocks comprising of one with internal or basic amplifier and another with the feedback circuit may be connected in four ways. So there are four basic ways we can connect the feedback circuit with the internal or the basic amplifier. So four ways of connection we can have: the internal or the basic amplifier having gain A along with the feedback circuit having gain beta. So these two blocks having different gains can be connected in four basic ways. Now, how that can be done? Based on these different ways of connection, the feedback amplifiers can be classified, or based on this connection topology, and this will be called the connection topology. And based on these topologies or the ways, topologies means the ways of connection used in the feedback amplifiers, can be done in four different ways. Now, these ways are based on whether we are tapping the voltage or current from the output side, and in what way or in what fashion we are connecting or we are feeding back that tapped voltage and current from the output side into the input side in series or in parallel. That means how the connection is being made, whether it is connected in series or parallel, it depends on that thing. So one is from the output, whether we are tapping voltage or current, and another is how, in what fashion we are connecting that, we are feeding back that voltage or current taken from the output side towards the input in series or parallel. Now, to be very specific, the names of the different topologies are as follows. Number one is voltage series feedback. Number two, it is voltage shunt feedback. You know what is the meaning of shunt? It is parallel. Number three, current series feedback, and number 4, current shunt feedback. So these are the names of 4 different topologies or 4 different ways how the connections between this internal basic amplifier having gain A with the feedback circuit having gain beta can be had or can be done. Now I have already told you that in this connection of discussing about feedback topologies, 2 special terms is being used. One is sampling, which defines the process. Basically, sampling defines the process how the tapping of the voltage or current is being done from the output side or output part of the internal or basic amplifier. That process is called sampling. That means it is, in other words, can be called sampling of the output, sampling a portion from the output to feed back into the input. Thereby we are using the term sampling for this purpose. And so therefore if we tap voltage, it should be called V sampling, means voltage sampling. If we tap current, we should be called C sampling or current sampling. So voltage or current may be sampled. Now if it is voltage series or voltage shunt feedback, then obviously it means, or it explains that it is the voltage sampling is being done, which is taken from the output of the feedback circuit proportional to the output voltage. On the other hand, for the current series and current shunt feedback, proportional to the load current which is flown at the output circuit of the basic amplifier is sampled, and that's why we will be termed that 2 types of tapping with current series and current shunt, and in those 2 combinations, configurations, the current is proportional to the load current that is flown at the output of the basic or internal amplifier is fed back to the input side. So these 2 terms are important, the sampling and feeding back into the input side. This feeding back into the input side, that means whether we are using series connection or shunt connection, so that can also indicate another term which is called mixing. So mixing is the process which defines how the sampled output in terms of voltage or current is being mixed with the input signal at the input side of the basic or internal amplifier. Whether it is mixed in series connection or whether it is mixed in shunt connection, that is important. So combining these 2 processes, if it is voltage that is being sampled and mixed in series form with the input, the feedback should be named as voltage series feedback. If it is mixed in shunt form, the connection should be named as voltage shunt feedback. Now if current is sampled and if it is mixed in with the input with series connection, it is current series feedback. If in shunt connection, it is current shunt feedback. So this is the basically the basic explanation of these 4 types of topologies. Now let us move on to draw the different block diagrams for different types of topologies. So we have taken the 2 blocks, one with basic or internal amplifier having gain A, another with feedback network, another or feedback circuit having gain beta. At the top of it, to the block with gain A, we are applying at the input an alternating signal of value V in, or rather we should be writing it as Vs. Suppose this is Vs, means signal source, plus minus, alternating signal. Now as the feedback is and it will be producing the output which is being tapped across the load RL. So RL is the load. So this is the basic path through which the basic amplifier is providing the gain to the input Vs, which will be producing the output Vo. So across this RL, the output is measured as Vo. Now, to make this as a voltage series feedback, so let us tap the output voltage from the output of this first path, that's the top path, that means this one. If we tap the voltage, the tapping should be shown like this. As it is voltage, so that means this tapping, this particular type of tapping is parallel tapping. So this is parallel tapping, and you know, for voltage tapping or for voltage measurement, parallelism is the main thing, is the ideal condition how a voltage can be tapped or measured if we maintain parallelism. So since it is parallelly connected, the input to the feedback circuit with the output of the basic amplifier circuit, it is in parallelism, so we can say we are tapping the voltage. So that means from the output we are taking a replica of output voltage proportional to output voltage, and that is being fed to the input of the feedback circuit, which is having gain beta. Now, so at the input it should be Vo, because from Vo, from the output Vo of the basic amplifier, we are tapping a replica, a portion, that means that should also be Vo. And at the output, since it is having gain beta, the output should be beta into Vo. Let it is defined as Vf. So Vf is the output voltage from the feedback network, which is being fed once again to the input of the internal or the basic amplifier having gain A. And look at the connection how I am drawing. I have drawn in this fashion. So this is the voltage sampling we have done over here, and the output of the feedback network is mixed with, this is the mixing, is mixed with the input between the Vs as the external source and the gain of the amplifier A, which is the basic amplifier, in such a fashion which shows us that this is a series mixing. This is not a shunt mixing, because had it been shunt mixing, then one connection will be connected over this path and another connection will have to be connected bridging this path, to the above connection. That means this is parallelism, but this is seriesism. This is connected in parallel, this is connected in series. Now if it is connected in series, that means we are not mixing voltage, because if it is had it been voltage, it should be in parallel form, but since it is in series form, it is series mixing, and we generally mean current to be mixed in series and voltage to be mixed in parallel. So since it is in series, that means it should be called current type of mixing. So rather we are just taking the output in terms of voltage and do the series mixing, just indicating it is being mixed like a current, because we are not following parallelism while mixing, we are following seriesism. So this type of voltage, this type of feedback topology should be named as voltage series feedback. Okay. So here in this circuit, after this series mixing, this input Vs is now changed to Vi, which is the actual input now to the basic or internal amplifier. Okay, so this is the connection. Now what is the overall gain here? AF, if AF is termed as the overall gain of this voltage series feedback configuration, overall gain, this should be termed as, this should be given by overall output VO divided by overall input, which is Vs here. This is Vs, the external input, so VO by Vs. But actually, after the feedback is applicable here, the Vs is being used at the input of the basic amplifier as Vi. But while calculating the overall gain of this configuration, we should be taken Vs as the overall external input. Now let us move on to draw the second type of configuration. The basic amplifier A now if just one thing I have missed to tell here, if this A could be equivalently expressed, this should be expressed as VO by Vi, because its output is VO and input is Vi. So this A, VO by Vi here, this is nothing but A, which is the open loop gain. But AF, which is VO by Vs, which is being termed as the overall gain, this is actually closed loop gain in this case. So now let us move on to the next circuit. Okay, so this is the basic amplifier having gain A, and this is beta, the feedback network. And at the input of the basic amplifier, we are connecting a current source of value Is pointing upwards. The current entering the basic amplifier, it is giving the output, which is which is VO. Suppose we are writing it as VO, which is measured across the load resistance RL. So what we have done, we have given the input in terms of current, but measuring the output in terms of voltage. So this is the basic amplifier. Now if we tap output parallelly, that means we are taking voltage from the output. Proportional to the output voltage, we are tapping a portion of the output voltage to be applied at the input of the feedback network. So this should be VO at the input of the feedback network, and if the output of the feedback network is beta VO, and this beta VO means this is nothing but IF, because by any way, since we are providing the input in terms of current to the basic amplifier, that means the feeding back should also be in terms of current. We cannot feed back now in terms of voltage, in spite of having voltage at the input of the feedback network. So the output should be producing equivalent current based on this input VO. So beta VO should be written as here IF instead of VF. Now let us complete the connection. We are connecting it like this. We are connecting in this fashion, that means we are connecting in parallel, and the direction of this IF should obviously now downward. That is, it is starting from here, from the external source, one part of it going inside the basic amplifier, another to the feedback circuit. Now let us explain what we have drawn over here. As you can see, we are tapping the output in parallel. That means we are taking output voltage. So this is voltage sampling by the definition of sampling. We are, and the connection in it, because we are tapping parallelly, so it is we are taking voltage, and there is no doubt in it. And after it is amplified through the beta feedback network having gain beta, it is producing output current, because we are in any ways we have to mix this output current from the beta network or the feedback network to the input of the basic internal amplifier. Now this input could have been provided either in series or in shunt. Now here you can see it is connected in parallel. That means it is shunt connection. That means as if we can say we are feeding back like a voltage, but that is actually not the same. We are actually take the current equivalent quantity of input voltage V0 from the feedback network to be feeding back to the input of the basic internal amplifier in parallel, not in series. So this is shunt mixing. So if we combine now what we are doing here, this is voltage sampling, shunt mixing. So we can name this type of feedback as voltage shunt feedback. Now since we have taken from the output in terms of voltage, we are keeping that sense that we are actually feeding back to the input the same voltage. We are keeping that, we are trying to keep that sense, but actually what we are doing, we are considering proportional to that VO an equivalent amount of current, and that is being fed back to the input in parallel connection. So this is shunt mixing. And why we are actually doing this? Because actually at the input as the external source, we are using current source here, unlike the previous occasion where we have used voltage source. So in the previous occasion we had that opportunity to feed back the voltage from the feedback network into the input of the internal amplifier as a voltage. But here we don't have that opportunity to feed back the output of the beta network or the feedback network to feed back to the input of the basic amplifier in terms of voltage, because we have in any ways connected a current source, not a voltage source. Okay, so now let us move on to the third type of topology. So this is once again the basic amplifier having gain A, and in this A, now this current should be written as II. So this A can be written as VO at the output and II at the input. So one interesting thing comes out in this type of voltage shunt feedback, that it is the basic amplifier is taking current as the input and producing voltage in amplified form at the output. Just mark this thing, we will be discuss something later about this, what is actually happening in this case, which is quite unlike the previous case. Because in the previous case it is the open loop gain A is the voltage ratio, but here you can see it is voltage and current ratio, not voltage ratio. So just please note at this stage the difference between the two. We will later a different thing based on which these two type of topologies can be differently named also, other than this voltage series feedback or this current shunt feedback. So here in this case the open loop gain A should be, open loop gain A is VO by II, but the closed loop gain AF CL gain AF is VO by IS. Okay, now let us move on to the third type. A, at the input we have applied or connected a current source having voltage Vs. The output is taken across an RL, load resistance, and output is taken in terms of current IO, which is equal to IL, equal to load current equal to output current of the amplifier. So here in this case, what we have done, we have connected an external input source which is voltage, but we are measuring in terms of current across the current through the load at the output of the internal amplifier. Now we are now just segregating this output line in two paths, one via this one via this one, and another via this one. That means in what way, in what fashion we are doing this? In series. This is not in shunt, unlike the previous two occasions, unlike the first occasion and also the second occasion. In the previous two occasions, we have taken the tapping or the sampling from the output parallelly, but here we are taken in series. That is being provided as the input to the feedback network, which is beta, and that once again to be taken as and fed back in this fashion, which is, you can see, in parallel fashion. So what we have done, we have taken in series. So this is in series. The sampling is done in series, and what quantity, voltage or current, is taken as in series? Current is taken in series. So from the output it is called current sampled. So this is current sampling done here. And since current sampling is done here, so at the input of the beta network it is IO, and the output of this is beta IO, which is written here VF, which is written here VF, and that VF just a minute, sorry, this is IF. This is not VF, this is IF. So now, so the current is taken as input IO, and the output is beta IO, which is termed as IF. Now this IF is fed back to the input in parallel, and let this source Vs is taken as not this source is taken as a current source, not a voltage source. Suppose just I am changing a little bit this thing. This is taken as current source, not as voltage source, as I have mentioned just a little while earlier. So this is a current source, not a voltage source. Okay, so the input is a current source having value, external input having value Is, and we are feeding back in shunt or in parallel. So the new current will be into the basic amplifier, it should be II. So the direction of IF in this case, which is beta IO, is downward in this case. So what we have done over here, we have done the current sampling from the output in series, so it is current, and at the input it is fed back in parallel. That means it is fed back in shunt. So since it is fed back in shunt, it should be called shunt mixing. That means as if we are feeding back in a sense of voltage, since it is parallel. So that's why it is called shunt shunt mixing. This is shunt mixing. That means current sampling, shunt mixing is being done to make this configuration. So the name of this configuration should be current shunt feedback. And what should be the open loop gain in this case? It should be IO by II. This is open loop gain. And what should be the closed loop gain? AF. This is nothing but IO by IS. This is closed loop gain. Okay, so this is third type, current shunt feedback. Now another is fourth type. Let us see that. So for the fourth type, once again we have taken A and beta, the two blocks. At the input of the A from the external side, we have connected a voltage source Vs, and the output is obtained across the load resistance RL connected to the output of the internal amplifier, but we are measuring it in terms of current IO. One more thing I need to add here, that in the last occasion we have seen that we had taken IS as the external source, but here in this case we are taking Vs as the external source. So therefore, but instead of output being measured across RL in terms of voltage, we are measuring the current through it, which is IO, that is equal to load current. So output is taken as in terms of current, not in terms of voltage. Now we are taking from this line, segregating from this line in this fashion to be put at the input of the feedback network. So we are taking not in parallel, but we are taking in series. You can see this is series connection, this is not a parallel connection. So that means what we are taking current. So this is current sampling, and hence it is in series, and its output is also in terms of current. So for the need of doing current sampling, we have expressed the output of the basic amplifier in terms of current, in spite of connecting at the input of it a voltage source. But we are representing the output in terms of current, not in terms of voltage. So now this is fed back into this. So the input of the beta network is I0, and its output should be beta I0, which is equal to, in this case, represented as Vf. Now why Vf? Because we are seeing that the input is a voltage. So this should be voltage, this should be observed or represented as a voltage. Now this Vf is fed back to the input in this fashion. In this fashion. That means we have fed back it, although it is voltage, but we have fed back to the input like a series. That means like a current. So this is nothing but series mixing, like a current. Current means series. So it is series mixing, although it is voltage. So now the new voltage at the input of the basic amplifier is Vi. So this should be called current sampling series mixing type of configuration, and this should be named as current series feedback, and the open loop gain should be expressed as open loop gain A is how much? IO by Vi. This is the expression for open loop gain. And closed loop gain, AF should be IO by Vs. So this is the current series feedback configuration. Okay. Now in all these configurations, the signal direction through the internal basic amplifier is from input to output, and on the other hand, in the ideal case, the signal direction through the feedback circuit is opposite to the direction of internal or basic amplifier, that is from output to input. That means for this path it is input to output signal direction, and for this path it is output to input the signal direction in the ideal case in general. So these two signal flow directions should be opposite, and that's why it is termed as feedback. Okay. Now the voltage series and voltage shunt feedback configurations are important because they are most commonly used. And from here we can further analyze the voltage gain, input resistance, output resistance, bandwidth for each of the combinations. Now we will be later while studying the operational amplifier, we will be seeing the details of application of this particular type of configurations, but here we will be discussing in short, in brief, about something about these different combinations. The series feedback connection will increase the will tend to increase the input resistance whenever a series feedback connection is being used, it will increase. So series feedback increase input resistance, and whenever we are using shunt feedback, it tend to decrease generally input resistance. Okay, so these are some properties actually of this type of working with this type of configurations. And also the voltage feedback, if it is a voltage feedback, then it tends to decrease the output impedance overall. For the overall circuit, it will tend to decrease the output impedance, and with current feedback it tends to increase the output impedance. So these are the comparisons between the different type of feedback topologies in terms of increase or decrease of input or output impedance. Now typically higher input and lower output impedance are desired for most of the applications. So what we desire ideally higher input and lower output impedances we generally desire. Now you should select which are the favorable topologies for you to design, to use in your design. Higher input impedance means increase of input resistance is by the can be done by the use of series feedback, and lower output impedance, so shunt feedback is not that much required because it will decrease the input resistance and you need higher input resistance. So series feedback is preferable over shunt feedback. So we can say series feedback preferable over shunt feedback when it comes to the question of increasing the input impedance, shunt feedback. And also when it comes to the question of lowering the output impedance, it should be voltage feedback. So voltage feedback is preferable over current feedback, because what current feedback is doing, it is increasing the output impedance, which is not desired by us. Okay, so this is another means comparison between the two. So this much we have in this lecture. In the next lecture we will be seeing the nomenclature of these 4 different types of topology, and the different effects of the using derivations we will establish the different effects of these topologies on the input impedance, output impedance, and gain. Thank you.